All right, introduce yourself.
My name is JeraldF. I'm a senior computer engineering major at Jackson State University.
All right, briefly explain the project that you're working on in this RU program of ours.
My project deals with building a mobile application that will detect hurricanes.
Cool. Now that you've been here 9 weeks, how do you feel about the overall accomplishments of your project?
I feel that I have made big accomplishments, but a lot of it has to do with my knowledge of programming in the language of Java.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being poor, 5 being excellent, how would you personally rate yourself in the fields of wireless ad hoc networking and sensor networking?
I rate myself at about a 4 because there's always something else that I can learn.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. Comment on the logistics of the program. Was it well organized? Do you have any specific comments as to how things worked out?
I think the program was pretty much organized. Of course, there's always improvement for other things, and I really enjoyed the talks about graduate school. Dr. Moore really helped us out figuring out about what we want to do as far as when we get done with undergrad.
Okay. Should there be any changes in the way students are mentored in this program? And if you think so, name some changes that you recommend.
I think as far as the East Center students, I think it'll be easier if we were actually in like areas where our mentors were, because my mentors across the building, so I would have to walk over there every day in order to get in contact with them. But other than that, my mentor, he was pretty helpful when we did meet.
Cool. Dr. Scouten was your principal mentor in your project. How much did he motivate you and help you out?
He motivated us a lot in order to understand what we had to do, and he put the right people in place in order to also help mentors when he wasn't here.
Cool. Dr. Moore, the director of the CS department here at Jackson State, also presented orientation sessions during the middle of the program. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not at all, and 5 being most definitely, how much did this session enhance your interest in pursuing the terminal degree and that you are looking toward right now?
I would think it's a 5.
5?
Yes, it's a
5. There are also research seminars on bioinformatics, digital image processing, RSA encryption, biosimulations, and high-performance computing. How would you personally rate these seminars in your own opinion?
4.
4?
Yeah.
4, okay. In terms of presentation and speech and writing, how would you compare your skills from before the program to how they are now?
I would give, am I giving it on a scale of 1 to 5? I'd give it a 4.
Okay. Well, on a scale of how you were at the beginning versus how you are now, what do you think? How much have you improved?
I think I improved a little bit, from a 3 to a 4.
Wow. Okay. Comment on the usefulness of the feedback that you got back from the program. So, like the paper feedback and anything that we got back from as a result of our presentations.
I think that we could have got back our information about what we presented and our papers a little bit quicker than what we got them, so we could have made improvements for the next paper or presentation.
Makes sense. In terms of the major strengths of this program, what would you say are the major strengths? And if there are any, what would be its weaknesses?
First off, a major strength is the money. Another one is the graduate talks with Dr. Moore. It really helped us a lot, and it allowed us in order to interact with each other, because over here at the Eastern, we weren't really in groups. We were more independent study, and it allowed us to interact with and see how our other mates, classmates, feel about graduate school and things like that. And I think a weakness for the program would be how the East Center students, we had to attend the tutorials when it really doesn't have the tutorials really didn't have nothing to do with none of our projects.
right. Just a couple more questions here. Rate your coding experience. How much knowledge have you gained with respect to logic development, implementation, and the programming language that you've worked on?
I think that it helped me out a great deal because before now, I really haven't programmed in a minute since about my freshman, sophomore year. And I actually had to do more coding than what I had to do within my previous years in college.
Wow. Do you think that your research is publishable? Tell us why.
I think my research is publishable because of the fact that I have a good enough grasp on the information that I research.
That's cool. Finally, on a scale of 1 to 100%, how confident were you in research before attending this program, and how would you rate yourself now?
Before then, I have done previous research experiences, so I was pretty much at about a 80, 85, and now it's increased to about a 90.
90. That's cool. That's great. All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right.